Hi, this is Phyllis with Phyllis Finds. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hopefully this has been a joyous and thankful year, and hopefully this next year will be even better than this past year. Today I wanted to show you a junk journal I made using these little paper bags. It's a set of 3 that you can get at the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, and there are 3 different bags. I'm saving one to put this junk journal in, this daily in, one that says Merry Christmas. But then there's also this one here. So it's a set of 3. This one here has some foiling on it, and I converted it to a Christmas junk journal, daily junk journal. I put on it some lace that I'd gotten at the Dollar Tree. They have all kinds of these laces. I also used some of the ribbon that I got at the Dollar Tree to make this little cover coming over the top. These are stickers from the Dollar Tree. The buttons were from little button tubs that I got at the Dollar Tree. They had them in colors and as well as in blacks and different things, so I sorted them all out. I used some of my old paper pads. I used this one, A Christmas Carol, and used poinsettias in it. That, I think, was the only thing I pulled. Oh, and the numbers. I used the numbers in this one. Find them again. Flipped right past. I know they're here. There were 2 sheets. This is one way to use up the... There it is. It's hiding. Use up paper pads. Now, most paper pads come with 2 sheets of everything. And this one here is a double-sided one. But I use this one for doing a Christmas daily. I also used this one, and I pulled out cut-aparts. You can see one is almost completely empty, and this one is the one that I used on the front. This one's a hot buy, I do believe from Michaels. Bought a while ago. So anyway, I thought I would show you this junk journal first, and then I'll show you how I cut this apart. And there are, things that you can do with the pieces that you get, but how I cut apart the bag to make the cover. So this one here has this, and then it has this little flip. You can glue this down if you want to. This one is very nice because it lays flat for journaling. I did use a card set. This one here, I do believe I got this at Tuesday Morning. Comes with the cards and the envelopes before they left. And I've always loved the cardinals in it. But this is some of the cut-aparts from that. And of course, this one comes with the pattern on the back side. But your envelopes make great tuck spots. Another spot, so goes through. I've got stenciling on here. 1, 2. This is some vintage children's paper, drawing paper. Another spot, tuck spot. A little envelope. And this one I've shown in the past and how I did this. There's many different ways you can use those. Did some stenciling. Another little tuck journaling spot. This is some of that Dollar Tree ribbon. I did take out and get some of my charms. This is the Christmas ones. I made a little booklet. This is using some of the Dollar Tree paper. More of that vintage. This is Dollar Tree. Some of this. Got some sparkle in there. That's Dollar Tree. But just a little place that you can make lists and take it along with you. I did use orange little charm on here because of the orange. Christmas always reminds me of oranges. Getting an orange in the bottom of my stocking. Some more, just either you can use these for bookmarks if you're reading something. The center ties, you can put a charm at the bottom. This is a card, can be used as a card as intended, or for journaling. There's some Christmas music. Showed this on a previous haul, Temu haul, I believe that was from. Use some of the little trim lace. Flip 11. Places to journal. Places to put pictures. Merry Christmas. Place to journal. Another spot. Put writing paper on the back side. Put the map in here. Reminds me of Santa Claus and all the places he can go. This is another little tuck spot. This is the back side of a piece of that paper from Temu. It has plum pudding, Christmas pudding for kids. Another tuck spot. But it goes down through each month. This one has a journaling spot and 2 tuck spots. Each one of these, a little postcard, vintage looking postcard. And this is just using some of that paper, the scrapbook paper and Christmas paper for journaling, because during the holidays you can make notes on different days of what you've done. Another little tuck spot behind here. Another journaling spot. Two more tuck spots. Now these here, I have little stickers that I've used throughout. So I'm going to put some stickers so that it can be personalized in there. Those are from Temu. This is that card. And I did cut down the sides. You don't have to use it the same way. So the card itself was originally this big. So I just took off the ends. They make spaces where you can put tucks on different pages. But this allows you to journal in there, as well as it will fit a page instead of having to put it sideways on a page. So there's, lots of ways you can use Christmas cards. Behind is a little tuck spot. Another tuck spot, journaling space. Another little tuck spot. I've used the little scraps and bits and pieces that I have. You can use them on pages. And just make it the way you want it. Here's another one that has some Christmas baking things. Temu. Some more of those little tassels that you can put a charm on. Another tuck spot. Santa stop here. Of course, I have another one of those little tassels. And each one of these little charms, I use the hooks that I got at the Dollar Tree and jump rings to attach them on there. This is a little Fimo clay Christmas tree. Merry Christmas. 23 and 24. Extra just pieces and journaling spots. And I did use some of those stickers here to embellish this plain cardstock. But on the back side, there's a place to journal here, a place to journal here. You can add pictures in here for the Christmas day. I did use fabric on the inside and on the outside in order to reinforce this gift bag. Anyway, 2 signatures, really fun to make and really quick. So what I used for this journal were the gift bags. So I'm going to use this one here to make another one. And what I did with this one started by cutting down the side. And you cut down both sides all the way to the bottom. Because this is going to be your front and your back. And don't mind if it doesn't cut very straight there on the end, because you will be cutting some of that off. So now once you get it to this point, kind of straighten that out. I have some of this heavy duty 110-pound craft paper that I'm using as a backer to stiffen this up a bit. But we need to get the bottom off, and then each of these, I just peeled them. You have to be kind of careful because you don't want to tear your bag itself, but they will come off fairly easy. Now you can keep these and use them, you know, as handles on the side if you'd rather have handles on the side and carry it like this. That is the option. The other option is to take them off of there and I untwisted. These are like raffia or tissue paper. So you can use these in your junk journal for decoration as well. I'm going to cut this down the center. This can go up there. Now for this cover, I used one side is the back and one side is the front. So the one that doesn't have the crease is the one that I used for the front. So we're going to put your paper on the inside to help cover this up. And you might have to trim off a little bit up at the top or on the sides so that you've got it. But you need this as strong and as tight as you can get it. That way you can just trim off what you don't need at the top. Now you can also shorten this by turning this down if you want, just like this is, so that you've got extra thickness along these bottom parts. You can also take off so you don't have too much bulkiness. Little bits of this. See, now this one here can be trimmed like this, and then the back side, this extra flap taken off because we don't need that. And then we will do these guys as well. Well, not that side, this side. Now I did use this PVA glue, natural adhesive. It is for books. That's why I have this silicone mat underneath my working space. A little more glue. Spread that. You can use a silicone spreader if you want. Even your going to the baking area and getting one of the silicone scrapers, bowl scrapers, you can use that as well to move this around and get your paper covered. That up, get it in place. There's some little bit of movement area there. And get it nice and flattened out. Didn't quite here. Now, it's a nice thing about this is you can go back and add. Now, if you don't flatten that out, what ends up happening is you get bubbles, you'll get wrinkles. And that's kind of what I got on the back side of this one. I didn't catch a few spots and there are some wrinkles. So, basic suggestion is making sure everything is glued down. And if you need to cover it, do it. This in here is a book that I gutted, and it is nice and heavy, perfect for holding things like that down so that they will adhere and stay and be glued the way you want it to. But you continue doing this with each one of these. Set this guy aside. More down through the center there. Once again, making sure we flatten that out, get any bubbles out. You can also use a brayer. Now this one with a crease on the back side. You can cover that up if you wanted to by putting a pocket in here. Or you can just leave it as being part of the decoration that is the junk journal. Now some of these, when I've had little pockets like this, I take my art glitter glue and just squirt on down. And then you can push that glue out towards the edge and get it so that it is now glued back into place. That eliminates some of those little air pockets that you might have along the outer edge. Remove that off of there. Don't need that. Now it's kind of glued down, so we'll just leave that. Okay. Keeping these flaps also helps to make this outer edge here a little stronger. Now there's two options for this. We're using your glue to put it down. Or using the tape. Either way will help secure that on the inside. So it gives you a couple options there. Now, of course, this top edge here, you can either put a lace overlay, I'm not sure where I set that other lace, but using the lace overlay along the top gives it a little bit of a look. Or ribbon, you can use either one of those. Okay, got that guy down long enough. So for the center of this journal, I used both of these glued together to make the journal. Just covering each one. Well, let's get this one here. Let's see. Trim that off. Just like we did the other. You got to make sure you remember which one is your flap that goes in and the other one that goes out. This is the tape from the Dollar Tree. Let go. There we go. things can be difficult to get off. You can use tweezers on it. I just use, my own fingers to do it. But there are quite a few that use tweezers. Now, once you got it like this, you can either put, I use just cardstock on the inside, or you can use fabric on the inside. But this basically makes the cover of your journal. Now, for this little section here, you can go along and trim that excess off, because it is just the one little overhang. And of course, these longer pieces at the top, you want to go along there and trim those off. But that's how I make these daily junk journals using the gift bags. It's really quick and easy. And like I showed with the first journal, I put fabric on the inside. Now you can do that. Also covers up this excess part, or you can just leave it as it is, and just, because it is a December daily, it's not something that's going to be used all year long, but it can be put out for decoration during the holidays. This one here, I did cover it, and then I put some of that lace and of course the buttons, so that if it is on a shelf, you're going to see those buttons, and it's going to say, hey, this is Christmas. So this is how I change a gift bag into a cute cover to use for a December daily. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I'd love to help you out with anything that has to do with these guys. And thank you for watching, and have a very happy holiday.